Alright, you guys, I wanted to talk to y'all for a quick second about something that really gets on my nerves with a lot of smaller motovloggers, but some big motovloggers do it too. And I watch a lot of motovloggers. I got love for the little guy, I got love for the big guys, but this is something that is very common with vloggers that I noticed, and I want to bring it up because of the fact that it could be potentially dangerous, not only to the rider, but also to motorists as well. And the problem is riding in blind spots. I mean, I see so many vloggers do it. You know, they'll ride in someone's blind spot while they're vlogging, not really paying attention. And when a person goes to merge, like this person right here, that merged properly, put the signal on, I was able to react. But most cases, a person doesn't do that. They don't see you, and they merge into you. And then you, as a biker, you start going off, you start cussing them out. You didn't see me, I don't know why you're so stupid, I don't know what's wrong with you blind, how did you not see me, and all that. It happens when people ride in motorists' blind spots. You gotta remember, a cager is in a cage, and there are spots in the cage that they can't see out of. So riding in their blind spot while you're trying to vlog or whatever, it's not gonna help you. Like right now, like right where I'm at, if I'm looking inside of this driver's mirror and I can't see his face, he doesn't see me. So I'm gonna get out of his way. So I'm not staying up in his blind spot. I see so many vloggers do that. They ride in the blind spot and they'll sit there for a while. The person could be, you know, keeping pace with traffic. And if you're riding in that person's blind spot, again, they don't see you. And 9 times out of 10, they're gonna hit you. And then when that happens to you, you know, someone merges into you and they don't see you and they're like, oh, I didn't see you there, man, I'm so sorry, I didn't know you were there, and you're still going off on them. Legitimately, they just didn't see you. They could have checked their mirrors, they could have shoulder checked, they could have done everything that they could have to try and find you and make sure no one was in the lane before they merged, but yet they legit did not see you. So I'm not gonna go too much into it, but the point is to stay out of people's blind spots. Don't coast in the blind spots, man. So many vloggers do that. I used to be like that, and I had to stop. I realized, look, I can't ride in people's blind spots. I can't be so focused on the conversation that I forget I'm on a bike. Like, you see this? I'm just coasting past them. I'm not hanging in the blind spot or anything like that. That's what you want to avoid. Don't hang out and coast in blind spots. You could probably coast in someone's blind spot if you're in a car. You got a better chance of them seeing you when they, you know, when they shoulder check, when they, you know, turn their head this way or they turn their head that way, and they shoulder check, then they'll see you. Some guys you got going faster than you, that's cool. Let them do their thing. But as long as you stay out of their blind spot, that's the point. So many people don't get that, and I don't understand, because when you go off on people that merge into you and you stay in their blind spot, that gives us a bad name, because it's always going to be someone that tells you, man, I just didn't see you. Don't be that guy. Yeah, you could have loud pipes, you know, yeah, you could have lights all over your bike, you know, you could have a neon green helmet with the, you know, neon safety vest and all that. That's cool too. Do what you got to do to keep yourself protected. But the number one thing for me is to not ride in people's blind spots. I can't stress it enough. I see so many vloggers do that, and they yell at motorists because of the fact that they didn't get, you know, they yell at them because of the fact that they didn't see them, and they merge into the lane, and they're going off on the motorists, you know, yelling, cussing them out and everything. And I'm like, dude, you're like riding in their blind spot. Well, what kind of turn is this? Like, you're riding in their blind spot, you know what I'm saying? So why are you getting upset with them when it was you who was, you know, kind of in the wrong? Now, I know each situation's different. Not every, you know, situation calls for a person being in your blind spot. A person could have just literally not looked. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about in those cases where I see people sit in blind spots and they're just coasting with traffic, and then all of a sudden the person merges. And of course, they may not signal. You know, I'm not trying to say that the motorist is perfect or that the driver is perfect. Not at all. But I'm just going off of from what I see on YouTube. And even sometimes when I'm out just riding, I'll see riders, for example, that sit in people's blind spots and the motorist can't see them. And of course, like this, they just slowly merge into the lane. And then you got the guy on the bike, yelling and cussing them out, and they want to kick the car or whatever. So anyway, all I'm saying is stay out of the blind spots. You're making us look bad. All you guys that ride in blind spots and then get mad when people merge into you, I mean, you got to take some responsibility for that. It's not all on the driver's fault. And again, I'm not talking about people that just aren't paying attention when they're driving. They don't put up a signal to indicate when they're merging. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the people that I see in people's blind spots, the riders that I see in people's blind spots that just aren't, paying attention. They're so focused on vlogging and all that they forget where they're at. They forget about where they need to be in traffic so that way they can stay safe. Now, I'm not saying this is going to prevent all issues or it's not going to prevent everybody from merging into you, but you'll probably see that happen to you a lot less because you'll be seen. You're putting yourself in a position to whereas you'll be seen in traffic. So please, motovloggers, brothers, people that ride bikes in general, stop hanging out in people's blind spots. That's what'll get you killed. 602 out.